What's going on, everybody? It's Bets checking back in as we go over the NFC West, one of my favorite divisions in all of football. As you have all known, if you guys have tuned into the streams before, I am a Rams fan myself. So I'm going to try to be unbiased here as we go through each and every team, their schedule. We'll go over some win totals. We'll go over some props that I like, and then also any futures, division winner, whatnot. So appreciate you guys checking out the stream. If you guys are new to the stream, all you got to do is hit that follow button below. It updates you, lets you know that you like what you are seeing. And then as we give a little bit more content leading up to the NFL season, giving away free picks every Sunday, free DFS stuff every probably Wednesday or Thursday leading up to the week. We will get going as well. But yeah, we're just doing all these preview videos, mock drafts, getting ready for the NFL season as we got two games going on right now. It's Washington football team versus the Patriots, I think, going on, and then the Steelers-Eagles. So I got some action on the Patriots right now. I think they're in the red zone right now. Keep me updated, whoever's in the chat. Justin, what's up, man? How we doing? Always checking the stream out. Appreciate you, Justin. But no, so as we dive in, before we dive in first, as you guys can see, kind of right here, new logo on the stream, that's Occupy Fantasy. If you guys do not have an optimizer, do not know how to play DFS, you're brand new to DFS, and you want to learn to be good at it, check these guys out. Right here, they give you a plug every single slate. Obviously, you got to pay to get that. I'm not going to show you guys that, but literally, if you were to look at the DFS slate tonight, pretty much this is like the Bible. You literally look at it and put those guys in your player pool, put them in their optimizer, and see the results. So we'll see how we do tonight. I had maxed out 20. I did a 20 lineup max. You can do like 150, 20, do single entries or whatnot. I usually stick between the 3s and the 20s. Sometimes if I get pretty crazy with it, I'll do the 150s. But these guys, check them out. It's only like $7 a week to join. They go into their Discord. If you guys need help getting accustomed to Occupy, give me a DM, and then I'll hook you guys up. But let's go back to the NFC West. All right, throw it in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this division? I think this is the biggest toss-up in NFL. I think all four of these teams have a chance. And I know that the Cardinals are at plus 650, but I still think out of every division here, I would say maybe AFC South, that's pretty close. But not every division has four teams available that can win. And I think this is a division that is going to be very, very tough. So we start with the 49ers, that plus 180. They're the favorite. What's up, Wheezy? What's up, Pikachu? How we feeling? How's that fever doing, buddy? But no, division winners. 49ers plus 180, Rams plus 190, Seahawks plus 275, Cardinals plus 650. I think the Rams were a majority of the time being the favorite, and then until recently with some camp news, probably with Akers news for the Rams. For the stream, I'm going to go ahead and say that the 49ers are going to win. Basically, it's based off of their schedule. If you look at the Rams schedule, it is daunting. They play a shit ton of good teams, and as you look through the 49ers, they got a little bit easier. But mainly it's going to be who wins the division games. Is who wins this division. So, you can beat up on the teams outside of it, but you got to be able to beat these four teams in here. And I believe the 49ers. Probably the best team on both sides of the football. Rams they're close. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win, obviously being plus 190 to plus 180. But if I'm throwing money on it, I'm putting the 49ers. Don't rule out these last two. If you want to sprinkle them, you can. Cardinals have a chance depending on how that defense reacts to the J.J. Watt signing. But I think that offense is going to be hard to defend. Well, Kyler Murray was like the number one quarterback for 11 straight weeks, I think, last year. So he's always got potential. He's going to be a quarterback that I try to target this year in fantasy. And then this Seahawks team, not a lot of people are talking about them, which I think they're going to sneak up on a lot of people. I'm going to probably take their win total over as the stream goes on, but they have been raving about their new offense. So I know that we're talking about how they slowed games down last year with their run game. I think that's going to be completely different. It's going to be Russ to Lockett, Russ to DK Metcalf. And if you guys were watching some Seattle games last year, the second half they struggled because teams were really just saying, hey, you're not going to take the top off of us anymore, and they sagged off. And then they had a very, very hard time trying to move the football as teams sagged off, and Carson got hurt down the stretch. So I think this is an offense that's going to rebound for sure. So if you guys are looking at somebody in fantasy, Russ Wilson's always a serviceable quarterback. Then you also have Metcalf, but my go-to guy this year in this offense is the Tyler Lockett. That's going to be a guy who, if you can get as your wide receiver 2, hell, if you can get him as your 3, if you're really lucky, that'd be a no-brainer. But he's going as a wide receiver 2, and I think he's going to be having a hell of a year. All the hype's always on Metcalf now. So, but as we go through it, let's go through the Rams schedule. Like I said, it's pretty daunting. And if you guys are watching those preseason games, shoot me some updates in the chat. I want to know who's winning. I don't know if the Patriots scored. I know they were in the red zone last. That's who we want. You got any? Oh yeah, I can't remember his first name, but Watkins and DF. Yeah. Oh yeah. Occupy was all on that. Pat's 3-0. Is Watkins? He's the football team wide receiver, I think. 80-yard touchdown. Let's go, boys. Okay. All right. Ooh, who threw him the ball? Eagles. Oh, so don't tell me it was Hurts. Tell me it was Mullins. Flacco. Shit. Mullins is the next guy in. That's who I'm on a lot. Of course. That's funny. Damn it, Flacco. I was literally thinking about going over that slate and saying, why the hell is Joe Flacco playing? But damn, that's crazy. All right, back to the action here. All right, so the Rams, they open up on Sunday Night Football against the Bears. As everybody in the world knows, chat is caught up a lot quicker for you to read this. That's dope. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. QB, so Matthew Stafford obviously is the big acquisition of the offseason. Jared Goff got shipped to the Detroit Lions. As we were talking about in previous streams, Lions are not going to be very, very efficient this season. But this is an offense that will be very, very efficient. Matthew Stafford is the ideal quarterback that Sean McVay has been wanting to have. They've been trying to do this with Jared Goff, with roll and play action and stuff. He just is not mobile enough to do what Sean McVay wants to do. And Stafford is that guy. He is going to be very, very good in this offense as long as he stays healthy. But then you got Cooper Kupp receivers, Woods, Van Jefferson. They also have Deshaun Jackson. I don't know how much he's going to be involved. Then you got Tyler Higbee as they got rid of Gerald Everett in the offseason as well. Offensive line, they get Whitworth back as he comes back, I think, for the final year. And then their defense is obviously one of the best in the league, rated number 3 per the NFL defensive rankings. And then the big news in training camp so far has been Cam Akers going down with that torn Achilles. And how is that going to shake up the backfield? Luckily for them, they had a lot of run last year with Darrell Henderson. And then they have the rookie here, Xavier Jones. I think they both can be serviceable. I think if anything happens in the season with one of those two, Todd Gurley will be on this roster. Just familiarity-wise, if I can say that word, familiarity-wise. I couldn't say that 10 times through. But these Henderson getting a lot of reps last year is going to help him. He's going to be a guy that I target in fantasy because he's going to be able to catch and then run between the lines as well. So let's get right into it. I think their win total, let's check their win total real quick. Sorry. Regular season wins. Rams, 10.5. Okay. Over under 10.5, which a lot of people are taking the under with a minus 140. I would tend to agree to that, mainly because of this daunting schedule that I'm about to show you. These teams they're playing, what they open up with is very, very tough. So the Bears, I know that they're 7 points favored, but the Bears always play them tough. Luckily, they're not in Chicago. If they were in Chicago, this would be a very, very, very close close spread here. But you got Rams -7, so I'm going to give them that victory. Then they go to the Colts, another team that's going to be tough. I'll say that they lose this game. I'm just going to say that they lose it because it's the Rams. So 1-1. They go to the Bucks. They're 1-2. I'm going to say that they split with these division guys. So Arizona at home, I think they can get it done. So they'll be 2-2. Seahawks at Seahawks, they're going to lose 2-3. At the Giants, they'll win 3-3. Texans, they'll curb stomp them. So 4-3. Titans, I'll say that they win this game only because they're at home. So that's 5-3. San Fran, they lose at San Fran. That's 5-4. And they got the bye. They go into the bye 5-4. 5-4 for a team that's projected. This website here, Sportsnot, is projecting them to win 11 games. So they would take the over here. I don't see it. And then they come out of the bye, and they could be 5-5 after they lose to the Packers in Lambeau. 6-5 after they beat the Jags. But this is a team right here, the Jaguars. Later in the season are going to be a lot better. It's kind of like the Saints. They got to get accustomed to playing a new system, different system here. I know that Minshew and Lawrence are supposed to have a competition. That ain't going to be the case. It's going to be Lawrence. But Lawrence is going to be in a little bit more of a groove by then. This will be a closer game than people think. I still think that they win. So I think that went to 6-5. And then we got the Cardinals. So we had them winning the last one. We'll have them losing this one. That's 6-6. Seattle at home. We'll split it. They'll go 7-6. Vikings, Ravens, 49ers. So what is that? 7-6. They got to win these three, and that's under. So I'm leaning the under here. More than likely, we'll officially take that here shortly. Under 10.5 at -140. I do not see them winning 11 games unless they can squeak out some more wins early on. But this is a team. This is a team that's going to have a daunting schedule. So I definitely think here is going to be an underplay with their odds being at -10.5 or under 10.5 for -140. So. LOL, fuck MLB. What happened? What happened to the MLB? Did the Yankees score? Oh, man. Judge with a 3-run bomb. Nice. Nice. That's stupid. Judge 3-run bomb. Screw that. Hey, that game is awesome, though. That game was sick. When they came out of the corn, I had a bunch of goosebumps. That was awesome. I was sitting there holding my daughter. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so now we'll go to the Seattle Seahawks next. Let me know what you guys think of that win total for the Rams, over under. If you're on the over, if you think that they're going to win 11 games, I think they're going to be the under. All right, where's Seattle at? Seattle, well, last one. So over under 10. Over under 10. All right. Let's see. Let's go into it. This is a team, like I said before, this is going to be a sneaky good team. Seahawks. Let's see. Roster-wise, only true addition. I mean, Eskridge will be good as a rookie, but they get Rashad Penny here back from I think it was a knee injury last year, or maybe a year and a half ago. He will provide a good change of pace for Chris Carson and Gerald Everett. So Gerald Everett, did go to the Seattle Seahawks. So they did go in the division. So he's going to be a pretty reliable guy, as Russell Wilson loves to go to his tight ends, Will Dissly. But the key here is to how good is the Seahawks defense going to become. They were bad for the last year and a half or so. It was ever since the Legion of Boom kind of was no longer. So they'll have to see if they can kind of form that identity again. But as we go through it, so over under was 10. At Colts, I'm going to have them losing that game. That's if Wentz is fully healthy. Gonna eye Seahawks overs. Russell, the love muscle. You like the Seahawks overs, Justin? Is that what you're saying? You're talking about props, or are you talking win totals? But no, Colts. If Wentz plays and Colts are fully healthy, I got the Colts winning this game. Then you got Titans, week 2 at home. I'm gonna say that they win. So I'm gonna go 1-1. At Minnesota, I'm gonna say they're gonna win that game 2-1. At San Fran, like we're gonna split. We're gonna go 2-2. Game totals. Oh yeah, because they're shit defense. I like that. They're gonna play a lot faster this year. 2-2. Rams at home. They're gonna win. 3-2. At Pittsburgh, we're gonna say that they lose this game. So 3-3. New Orleans at home. They're gonna win. So 4-3. Jags will win 5-3. They go to the bye 5-3. Green Bay at Green Bay 5-4. At home 6-4. Football team at football team. We're gonna have the football team winning. So it's gonna be what's that? 5-5. San Fran at home 6-5. I'll say that the home game is the one. 7-5. 8-5. Rams will lose. 8-6. So 8-6, and then they got to beat Bears, Lions, Cardinals. Bears, Lions, Cardinals. They're 8-6. 8-6. Man, this is a good number. It'd be 9-6 going to the Lions. They can take care of business. But I mean, to get to 11, I don't see it. I'm not going to take a bet here because I like this. This number is a little bit more sharp. But if I had to, I would take the under. So over under 10. The overs plus 100. Unders minus 120. I don't know if that's a tornado siren or not. We'll see if the wife comes down. I know there's some storms going on. 6-0 Pats. Let's go. Let's see. All right. I'm going to have to get out of here. Sorry, this is a tornado warning, so I'm going to have to get out of here. I will be back shortly. Hold on just a second. Holy cow. That's pretty crazy shit. Sorry. We had a little tornado warning, little siren go off. So, had to make sure everything's good. And it's all good. So let's pick up where we left off. We were talking about Seahawks, and I said under. And then we will go to the Arizona Cardinals. And so they're over under. So that's the crazy part about this. So their win total is 8.5. So it's a 2.5 wins below, and then you have but then you have them at plus 650 odds. So taking a shot here at the Cardinals winning the division is not a bad call here. It's not like it's a 5-win total or a 6-win total or whatnot. It's an 8.5. So I mean, they could essentially win 9 games and be right there. Football bounces either way. You could definitely see them pulling this off. It's a long shot. We'll go through their team schedule, but over under 8.5 is where they're at. So let's see. As you seen in the offseason, they got James Conner as Kenyon Drake got shipped off to the Las Vegas Raiders. Then they got AJ Green, and then this rookie, Rondale Moore. He is going to be a problem. So they're going to run a lot of these bubble screens like they did with Larry Fitzgerald last year. They're going to run this with Moore. So Moore has a chance to compete for a pretty significant wide receiver 3 role here. They're going to have 4 wide sets. They're going to spread the field. It's Kyler Murray. He's going to have a good role, and he's going to have a prop bet as we get going here shortly with Rondale Moore. But this offense is going to be an offense that you want to target in fantasy football, and this is going to be a solid one for, I would say, years to come as Kyler Murray kind of folds into being one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, as long as he stays healthy. Then they got J.J. Watt, obviously, in the offseason to help their defense, and the leadership that he brings, and that he can make plays when he needs to. So we'll see how much that that plays into the win total here. I'm leaning over, in my opinion, but we'll see. So they start off at Tennessee. I'm going to say that they lose this game, even though I think it's going to be a shootout. Over-under is 51.5. I'm just going to say that the Titans win it just because they're at home. Then we'll go, 0-1 there. What we got? All right. Then we got the Vikings. So we'll go 1-1 there. I'll say that they win against the Jaguars. That's 2-1. Lose at the Rams, 2-2. We're going to lose 49ers, even though this is going to be a really good game. That's 2-3. Browns, 2-4. Texans, 3-4. Packers, 3-5. We're going to say we split. So that's 4-5. And we got Panthers 5-5, 5-6 at Seattle, 6-6 with Detroit, 6-7, 7-7. Then you got Colts, Cowboys, Seahawks. Going through it, I don't feel as confident as in my over bet, but you never know how Murray's going to play. He's got Hopkins, Green, Rondale Moore. This team is going to be a little bit more surprising than people think. And then with Watt, if I had to make a choice here on the stream, I'm saying the under, but I would like to be proven wrong here. I would like to be proven wrong just to see Murray ball out. But so I'm ultimately going to take the under at -120. And then we go to probably the biggest wild card, in my opinion. They could finish first. They could finish last. Even though I'm taking them to win the division, it all comes down to quarterback play for these guys. And if this stream just goes completely black on you guys, that means my power got lost. So it's lightning like crazy. It's thundering like crazy here. So I apologize if that happens. But what do we got here? We're going to San Fran. Where the heck are you at? There we go. So over under 10.5. So we got the Seattle. So we got Seahawks at 10. We got Seahawks at 10.5. and or San Fran at 10.5, and then we got the Rams at 10.5, and then we got the Cardinals at 8.5. So it's a it's a freaking. I mean, it's a oh, man, it's gonna be a dogfight for sure. Dogfight for sure in the NFC West. I could see all these unders going if that's the case. We'll see. But let's go through 49ers schedule. So the biggest question mark on this team is who's going to be the starting quarterback. And I have a prop for you guys at the end of this. I got a feeling it's 50-50 right now, but I think it's going to be the case. But it's between Jimmy G and Trey Lance here at quarterback realm. If you followed training camp whatsoever, you know that Trey Lance is absolutely balling. I don't think Shanahan's going to tip his cap and say either way that Jimmy G or Trey Lance is going to be their guy. I think Trey Lance is definitely the target in fantasy football. If you're getting him at a discounted ADP price right now because nobody knows. If he was a starting quarterback, he would go top 12, 100%. He's got everything that they want, that the NFL wants to be as a dual quarterback right now. Excuse me. And then just the depth on this team. The depth on this team is insane, especially at the running back position. Just because they're hurt, you never really see it all. But when it all comes together, Mostert, Wilson, Gallman, and then this phenomenal rookie that they have, Trey Sermon. Lance and Sermon could be problems in the NFC West for years to come, and I'm excited to see that. Then they have the young wide receiver core of Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. You got Sanu for a little bit of veteran presence here, Richie James, and then Jalen Hurd. These guys, I mean, they are going to be fast and young, and I'm excited to watch this team. Then they also have, obviously, they're all pro tight end in George Kittle. So let's go through their schedule. Over under is set at 10.5. We got at Detroit Lions. So let's go 1-0 here. Then we got the Eagles. I say that they win this game, so they'll be 2-0. Packers, I'll say that they win this game. That's at home. Even though Aaron Rodgers is coming back to play in his home state, they'll be 3-0. Seattle comes to them, so I'm going to say that they'll start 4-0. At Arizona, we'll split it 4-1. Then they have their bye, and they come back and play the Colts. They'll beat the Colts 5-1. They'll beat the Bears 6-1. Beat the Cardinals, they could be 7-1. I'll say that they split with the Rams here, so if it's at home, they'll be 8-1. Jacksonville 9-1. I mean, they could run away with this thing. 10-1 maybe with the Vikings, I'd say. 10-2 Seahawks at Cincy. I said they win, so it's 11-2. At home against the Falcons, 12-2. Titans, I'll say that they lose just for the hell of it. 12-3. Texans 13-3. They could be 13-4, I think, in my opinion. 13-4. I mean, that's a soft schedule in the middle of the season. That's a soft schedule. That just made me a lot more happy going through that schedule for the plus 180 that I would lay to get their division winner here. I think that's a no-brainer. I think they go 13-4, 12-5. So I'm all in the over here. As long as everybody stays healthy. What team is this? Yeah, this is the 49ers. If you look through the schedule, and you'd probably agree some of the times where, especially if Trey Lance gets under center, this team is going to take off. That's what Kyle Shanahan wants to happen. If Lance does not start the season as the starting quarterback, I got this team going at least 12-5, could be 13-4. I mean, it's just the way that their schedule plays out, but they're going to be lethal. They're going to be lethal. So yeah, that's my pick. My pick is San Fran to win the West, and then to the over win total. So I'm high. Love the 49ers playmakers. Yep. I was just talking about it. As long as Kittle stays healthy like he can, but you got, Mostert, Wilson, and Sermon, who a three-headed monster, which more than likely will end up being Sermon being the guy. Then they got Ayuk, Samuel. They got Sanu, who's going to have a veteran presence, and then George Kittle. I mean, their skill players are very, very nice. That's what you want in the NFL. So then I got 2 props for you guys. They're going to be both from the San Francisco player totals. I hope it's on here. Receiving yards. It's going to be. Yep, Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore. And if you guys were just tuning into the stream here, I said that this guy's going to take over pretty much everything that Larry Fitzgerald has done in this offense. And he's going to do very, very well. If you guys are looking for a cheap wide receiver at the end of drafts, Rondale Moore is your guy. I got him over 545.5 receiving yards this year. He's going to break off some bubble screens and definitely do all the dirty work for this offense. Then you also got Hopkins on the outside that's going to free up a lot of stuff for him. But Rondale Moore is one of my favorite receivers, cheap receivers of the season. but AJ Green, hey, I think he'll be serviceable. I saw that this was for the 49ers. This is for the Cardinals, and the other one's for the 49ers. Sorry, I misspoke. But Rondale Moore here for the Cardinals, taking over Larry's role. AJ Green, you can think that all you want, but I think he's just there for some veteran presence and maybe some depth here and there. I just don't think he's going to be that guy. All right, so then the final one we got is going to be, I think it's going to be like a special one. I wonder where the hell that's at. Season specials. Regular season wins. It's basically Trey Lance going to be the starting quarterback. So I'm trying to team specials. I think it's under here. San Fran. Let's go to season specials, player futures. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh, where the hell's it at? Trey Lance. There it is. Boom. Sorry. We got Trey Lance to take San Francisco 49ers first snap. So that's pretty much him to start week 1. I know it's a long shot. Don't put your house on it. But plus 300. I think it's gone down from like plus 400, plus 330. But 49ers, if you guys have followed their training camp, Trey Lance has shown up Jimmy G this entire off season, leading up to the season. They drafted him in the first round. I just don't know why you wouldn't play him. Jimmy G is literally a shell of himself. And so plus 300 here is excellent value. I like it a lot. Then you could also have Mac Jones plus 250. I know Buddy was on that last time he was on the stream. He liked that a lot. But Cam Newton started tonight, so we'll see. I think Mac Jones had a safety tonight as well. Any updates on those preseason games? Let me know. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. If you guys have any questions over any of the props, totals, or anything like that, if you guys have one that you guys are looking at, 6-0 Pats, nice. Yeah, so if you guys are looking at any props and you have any questions, shoot me a DM at .bets on Twitter. And then you can also join the Discord at and just, I think it's $20 we're running right now for the first month, and then after that it's 30. So $20, and you're in the Discord, and you get all of our plays. Buddy currently is killing some ATP tennis. Then we got some MLB. Always have some UFC, and then with the NFL coming up, I'll always provide DFS lineups, and then DFS lineup strategy advice, and then always with the NFL preseason games. So we're on the Pats tonight. They're up 6-0 right now. Eagles. I was going to be on the under. Didn't take the Steelers, but thought about it. I like the Steelers just because they were playing their second game, but ultimately stayed off. So if you guys have any questions, DM me. Always, as always, appreciate you checking out the stream. We will be back Sunday night. We're going to go over the NFC South. That'll be the Saints, Bucks, Panthers, and whoever else in that damn division I can't think of. But yeah, those teams we will dissect thoroughly on Sunday night, starting at 7. So see you guys then. Appreciate you checking out the stream.